Hello everyone, welcome back to the Working Class Revolt, and today I want to talk about an article by CX Today in which Tony Blair, the former Prime Minister, claims to want AI doctors, less GP doctors and a chat box which will save the NHS. And of course Tony Blair would be pushing this through the Institute of Global Change, a massive powerhouse created by Tony Blair that advises governments on strategy they could do and makes its money of a kind of consultancy company. And it is the most powerful of its kind in the entire world, a lot of people claim. And I want to read a little bit of this article just to give you a bit of an insight. It's a very long article, so we'll just cover the first couple of paragraphs. A leaked report from Tony Blair's Institute for Global Change has revealed that the former UK Prime Minister believes AI can be used to replace local GP surgeries. Initially covered by Politico, the report appears to have been accidentally published by Blair's Institute last Friday before being deleted and republished on Monday, August the 29th. In the document, Blair advocates for the implementation of national AI-powered health analytics platform, which would be used to group patients by healthcare requirements rather than geographic location. The platform would allow the NHS to reduce the number of GP surgeries by replacing them with AI-powered primary care centres. These changes are part of Blair's wider strategy for providing every UK citizen with digital health record, DHR, by consolidating a patient's health data. The Blair Institution believes that it will eliminate silos, improve primary care effectively and help the NHS prepare for the AI era, as reports explain. A DHR would support the development, adoption and spread of AI technology in the NHS, supporting the drive to increase productivity. So please, first of all, let me know what you think on this. What do you think Tony Blair's motives are? And what do you think Tony Blair, obviously money, gains from this? Why is Tony Blair, of all people, pushing this ideology, this way forward? Well, we've got to be careful with some of the stuff we say, otherwise our videos would get deleted. But I think it's safe to say that Tony Blair is advised by very, very powerful people far more powerful than the government we have here in the UK. And of all the Prime Ministers we've had, Tony Blair is probably, along with Margaret Thatcher, one of the only couple recently that wasn't an elitist and picked for the job by birth. Tony Blair came from a very ordinary background. But out of all the Prime Ministers, why is Tony Blair so powerful now? And I think that is because he did favours for the right people. Tony Blair took us into wars which changed the face of this planet. It changed everything on our day-to-day lives, and it turned out there was no weapons of mass destruction and it didn't involve the UK whatsoever. So then Tony Blair, disgraced from office, sets up the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change. And on Tony Blair's website it claims, we help governments and leaders get things done. We do it by advising on strategy, policy and delivery, unlocking the power of technology across all three. So let me get this right. Tony Blair decides on an idea and somehow has the influence to make governments make it that policy. So a guy who was disgraced from office and was kicked out by his own party now advises governments around the world. Something doesn't look right because something isn't right about this. Tony Blair is the puppet and he does exactly what he's told, and anything that he is putting forward as suggestions, just as we had a new Labour government by the way, I would be very wary of. But please, as I said, let me know what you think. We all can see that AI would never replace going sitting in front of a doctor. There's something more at work here, and I would be very interested on your suggestions on what that is, so we can do another video. And we'll definitely do another video on Tony Blair's organisation from the start to the finish and some of the things it has advised on. But I want to thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.